Welcome back to YuGiOh, not specifically Master Duel, though I am using Master Duel as a little background for this video. For those of you who don't know, I actually play a fair bit of the YuGiOh TCG, not as much as I'd like to. It's just I don't really have a reliable source of I have a reliable source of income, just not enough to comfortably go and participate in YuGiOh tournaments frequently. But the new YuGiOh TCG Forbidden and Limited card list update has been revealed. It goes into effect on January 1st, 2024, so it's a good way to start off the new year, depending on how you feel about this ban list. I'm quite happy, because this ban list alone is more than the past 3 ban lists we've gotten. Like, literally combined, the amount of cards affected is more on this ban list than has been on the past 3 combined. I don't know how Konami shot the ball this hard for the past 3, but this one's pretty damn good. I'm going to start us off with the Forbidden and Limited cards. So, Forbidden, we have YuGiOh, the Ancient Sentinel. Makes sense. If you didn't know, then there's new Lightsworn support, which with YuGiOh and Kelbeck, and oh my god, those 2 cards would mill YuGiOh, Kelbeck, and your deck was full combo, no matter what. If you could ever get those cards to the graveyard with the new Lightsworn cards, the game was over. Your turn was taking too long and you were winning. I don't think they're trying to go for another tier limits format, which I appreciate. I'm glad those cards are gone. Those cards needed to go. A little bit sad for my Gate Guardian deck, but to be fair, I didn't really play those in it anyways. Mathmech Circular is banned. Thank God, that fucking combo deck is finally dead. Hopefully forever. Probably not forever, but I mean, it's fine. If only they'd give Sky Striker the same treatment and just let it die. Seriously, Konami, stop printing Sky Striker cards. They're not interesting. Isolde, 2 Tales of the Noble Knights, is also forbidden. That is one a lot of people are happy about. I gotta say, I'm not really sure why Isolde is forbidden and not limited as a card, but at the same time, I don't really keep up too much with the Yu-Gi-Oh meta. Or I used to a fair bit, but I don't really keep up with it too much anymore because I just kind of stopped caring, and the content creators that I would watch it from, they just stopped interesting me. Plus, every single deck I saw was the exact same, and that's my own gripe. But Isolde being banned is damn nice because I don't really care for Isolde. And my Infernoble deck, which I play the fuck out of, by the way, in my Infernoble deck, I try to never touch Isolde. I play Junk Synchron and Junk Converter's Infernoble with a shit ton of tuners. So I'm more than happy for Isolde to be gone. That barely affects me. It just means that I have less of a chance to go to full combo here. Assuming that I get screwed over on Angelica or something like that, I no longer can go to Isolde and then combo off from there. But that's a fine ban. I think that's relatively well deserved because those 4 cards were going to be major problems as the game progressed, or are right now. Limited cards, and I gotta say, some of these don't make too much sense to me, others make a fair bit of sense, and there's another card that I wish was on here that isn't. Let's start off with the monsters. Unchained Soul of Sharvara. Nice little hit to Unchained. It keeps the deck still fairly strong and consistent. Rescue Ace Airlifter. That is one that I gotta say, who the fuck cares? Does Airlifter do anything? I've played against so little Rescue Ace that I genuinely don't care. That means nothing to me. Something that I'm happy about is Redox, Dragon Ruler of Boulders, is now limited. I want all the Dragon Rulers to be at least at 2, but them being limited is still good because it means they're playable. I don't know what the fuck the Dragon Rulers do. I didn't play back then. Master Duel was my actual real introduction to Yu-Gi-Oh! I played a little bit as a kid, like I opened 3 Gear structure decks and just put them together, but aside from that, no context at all, so Redox being in the game makes me happy because I'm interested in seeing it. One that a lot of people are going to be happy about, especially the TOS fans. I still don't know what TOS means. All I know is T, Orcus, Sky Striker. Orcus Harp Horror is now limited, which is pretty cool. I feel like that's fine. I mean, they're introducing this thing back to see if the Orcus combo decks are going to come back at full power. And to go along with that is actually Ib the World Chalice Justicar. I was going to say Justiciator, but it's not Justiciator. It is Justiciar. But it's not Justiciator. It's cool, I guess. I mean, I don't really know what the fuck that card does. I read it. It doesn't seem like it does all that much to me, so it's fine. Now, we also have a hit to a deck that I strongly dislike, and that Dakota strongly dislikes. A deck that we hate because it's the same deck every single time, the exact same combo. There's 2 combos with Rika. Fuck you, Rika players. This deck was boring as shit. Sun Avalon Dryas and Sunbind Healer have both been limited. Get fucking shit on. No more combo for you. You absolute trash cans. Play a different deck. I'm happy. If you couldn't tell, I hated Rika. Rika was so boring to play against. It was the exact same every single time. It just didn't feel good to play against. Now, we have some other interesting shit. Snatch Steal is no longer banned and is now limited. I'm gonna be honest, this one's a rough one because it's not better than just running Triple Tactics Talents or Change of Heart or some shit like that. I mean, I guess it's better than Change of Heart. Hold on, I forgot Snatch Shield saved until, like, forever. It's not just during the end phase. Maybe that's actually a pretty good card. I wonder if it'll be played as often as like, I was because I'm not thinking it'll be played all that often, but maybe it'll be played a bit more than I'm giving it credit for. 3 cards that I'm happy that are limited, but also interesting because there's a card that should be here that isn't. Goes in Match, Rivalry of Warlords, and There Can Be Only One are all limited now. That's pretty interesting to see. I'm surprised Dimension Shifter's not here or banned for some reason. I don't know why it's not. Konami, what the fuck is wrong with you? Just because it was in, I think it was in Rarity Collection. I'm pretty sure it was in Rarity Collection or in the tin, one of the two. But it was printed recently, and I'm fairly confident that's why it's not. But that card needs to fucking go. That card shuts down 88%. There's 2 responses, by the way. Going second, I talked about this in a recent video that I couldn't remember what the cards were. If someone in their draw phase activates Dimension Shifter, if your opponent in their draw phase activates Dimension Shifter, there are 2 cards you can have in your hand to negate it, and that is Herald of the Orange Light and Frame Gear Gamma. Herald of the Orange Light, I believe, is semi-limited, and Gamma's limited. That means there are 3 cards in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game, and not 3 cards that you could have at 6 each, but that means that you can have 3 individual cards in your hand that can stop that card. That is ridiculous. Dimension Shifter needs to go. Konami, what the fuck is wrong with you? But hey, this limited list is pretty damn nice. We actually got a lot done there. Semi-limited is Pearly Sleepy Memory. I guess that's fine. Don't really see too much of like a help part of that. I mean, I guess it's just like a special summon thing. It's a Pearly effect. I mean, who cares, man? Who fucking cares? Pankratops is at 2. I've never enjoyed seeing Pankratops. It's always felt bad to get hit by that fucking card because it needs to be addressed. Otherwise, it's a free target destruction. Fuck you, Pank. I hate you. And Speedroid Terror Chop. More combo decks are coming back. I guess that's fine. Any way to bring in other decks to the format makes me happy. I just hope that they don't run the exact same combo line and make use of Fenrir and Unicorn. But they will, because of course they will. Ban Unicorn and ban Fenrir, you fucking monkeys. Anyways, moving on to the unlimited list, we have Infernity Archfiend. What the fuck does this card do? Infernities aren't good. Infernoids are cool, but Infernities don't do anything. I like the card arts on Infernoids. A lot of them are pretty cool. They look like these giant mechanized, like, gargoyle type things. Like, I'm pretty cool with that. Mechanized monsters are always pretty cool. And something that I'm very unhappy about is Kashtira Unicorn. Why the fuck is this card not still semi-limited? Kashtira was too weak. Good. The deck was not too weak. The deck is still one of the best in the format. What the fuck do you mean Kashtira was too weak? Let this card go back to semi-limited, please, and also ban Fenrir. Actually, you can unlimit every single Kashtira card aside from Diablosis, but it's not a Kashtira card, so that's why I just wanted to clarify on that. And then just ban Fenrir, and the deck is still going to be good. But now every other deck in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game is a little bit worse because Fenrir can't just be put into every other deck because Fenrir shouldn't be able to be put into every other deck. I fucking hate Fenrir. Oh my god, that card is ridiculous. Mind Control is at 3. That's interesting. Spellbook of Judgment is no longer... I think it was limited last... I think it got recently limited from being banned for a while. And now it's at 3. Pot of Desires is at 3. Something I'm not too interested in seeing is more Pot of Desire decks because any deck that can make use of Pot of Desires is somehow ridiculously good, and it's not something that I'm too looking forward to. Another thing that I'm upset about is Sprite Starter. I didn't need to see more Sprite. I didn't need that. I did not need to see them get another Sprite Blue out and just add another nonsense. No one needed this. No one needed them to add this off of Jed after having it in hand and you like whatever negating the activation of it with Barone because they went second. I don't need this. I don't need Sprite Starter to be at 3. Something that I did need to be at 3 for my own happiness. Better run them Joel Lockbirds babies because I'm running 3 of this card in every fucking deck I play. Upstart Goblin. That is a fucking meme and a half and I am so excited for that. Draw 1 card, your opponent gains 1,000 life points. I am playing the fuck out of Upstart. I don't give a shit, dude. I don't give a shit. I could not care less. Every single deck that I'd run, if it's at 40 cards, it's going 43. If it's at 50 cards, it's going 53. If it's at 45, it's going 48. I am putting in 3 Upstart in addition to whatever I'm already playing. I fucking love Upstart Goblin. The card is a fucking meme and it's so funny. So with that being said, I don't really have much else to say. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for listening to me rant about the ban list. I'm happy it's happening. Like seriously, Konami, you did good because there's actual cards and problems being addressed. Floodgates have been weakened drastically. Runic Stun is now way worse, which thank fuck for that because Runic Stun is some of the most unfun shit in the game. I have played against so much of that and I consistently whoop their ass. They're fucking trash against me. Mainly because I play garbage decks and Runic Stun doesn't do much when you don't know what you're playing against. Get shit on. Runic Stun me when I'm playing Vendread, you fucking cucks. Aside from Runic Stun Gate Guardian, this motherfucker had like he had too much. He had way too much. He had too much against me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Thank you all so much for watching and I hope you've all enjoyed. Hope you've all had a wonderful day and if you haven't, there's always the rest of your day. There's always tomorrow, the day after that, so on and so forth. Things don't get better unless you let them. So give yourself of time and things will improve. I promise, in a future ban list, we're gonna see Dimension Shifter on there, and hopefully we'll see FENRIR get limited. I don't know why it's not limited, or banned. Please ban FENRIR. Also ban Thrust and Talents. Why the fuck those are even in the game doesn't make sense to me. Those 3 cards are just completely ridiculous. Take care of yourselves, everybody. I'll see you guys next time.